We are Nefesh Mountain, and welcome to Leave on Helm Studios.
The reason why we wanted to do this show was to just put love out into the world. Clap your hands, happy Hanukkah, clap, clap hands.
Happy Hanukkah.
Happy holidays.
Nefesh Mountain, and welcome to Leave on Helm Studios.
The reason why we wanted to do this show was to just put
Hi. Yeah, that's a great idea. Get it going. Get it going. I'm Jennifer. I work here. Welcome to the Greene Space. Who's here for the first time ever? Wow. How'd you hear about this show? WNYC. Great answer. Friends of the band. All arts. Okay, we're going to get to both of those things. So if you're hearing things you haven't heard before, I'm going to explain them all. Well, welcome. We're part of New York Public Radio here. Is anyone a member of WNYC or WQXR? Awesome. Thank you so much. If you're not yet a member, you should just know that we are a source of independent journalism, classical music, all kinds of music like this, tote bags, mugs, umbrellas. These are all things that we do here, serving the New York community most immediately, but beaming things out all over the world as audio and video. So happy to have you join us tonight. I hope you'll join us as members and come back again. I also do want to thank All Arts, who is our partner in producing this show tonight. So it's happening live in community here. It's happening online, and it's going to be a TV show. So you'll have many opportunities to revisit this evening. If you don't mind, if you haven't already silenced your phone, this is the best moment to do it. You are welcome, if you can do so without disrupting your neighbors, to take pictures during the show. Just no big sounds other than, sounds of appreciation for the artists on stage. I also want to thank Steinway, who donates our beautiful piano here. And that's all the business. I think we're about ready to have a good time, right? All right, so your host tonight, maybe you've never seen him, maybe you've never been in the same room with him, but I'm sure that you've heard him because he's been on the radio in New York City for decades. He is a living legend. He's John Schaefer.
Thank you. Just to be clear, living legend is code for this guy's old. I have been doing this a very long time, but this program is something a little different, even for the new sounds empire that we've been having at WNYC for now 40 plus years, because Nefesh Mountain takes a style of music that has kind of gospel roots in it, bluegrass, and they insert something a little different into that material, as you will hear and see tonight. And as with Jennifer, I would also like to just say how excited we are, not just to have Nefesh Mountain here, but to have the folks at All Arts here, and to be recording some of this material for future podcast on Soundcheck, which is part of the New Sounds empire. And so this will be actually turned around pretty quickly for Monday morning. So you know where I'll be tomorrow, busily editing stuff in the studio. So the way this is going to work is we'll have a chance to speak with the members of the band at a couple of key points in the set, but right now I'm going to get out of the way, and they're going to start us off with a tune called Wanderlust. Please welcome Nefesh Mountain.
Again, it's you and me as we sail away to another place on another day. For out on the sea, all the plans we made were surely changed. Our course was straight to a swept away. So if these wayward winds against our backs are howling, let us look within for love. And with each breath of trust, give us some hope, the wanderlust, and light these ways ahead for us. Should be easy now, we've been here before. We've packed these bags and walked through the storm. As much as we let go, we'll hold on to more. But it's you and me, each grab an oar and climb aboard. So if these wayward winds against our backs are howling, let us look within for love. And with each breath of trust, give us some hope, the wanderlust, and light these ways ahead for us. Wayward winds against our backs are howling, let us look within for love. And with each breath of trust, give us some hope, the wanderlust, and light these ways ahead.
Okay, Friends, happy Hanukkah! We are living in some crazy times, some dark times, but it is the Festival of Light, and we are here to bring you light and love. Sound good?
Troubles and trials, they're almost over. Troubles and trials, they're almost over. Troubles and trials, they're almost over. Just see what the Spirit's done. Keep your lamp trimmed and burning. Keep your lamp trimmed and burning. Keep your lamp trimmed and burning. Just see what the Spirit's done. Keep your lamp trimmed and burning. Keep your lamp trimmed and burning. Keep your lamp trimmed and burning. See what the Spirit's done. There's too many people in the ground. There's too many people in that ground. There's too many people in the ground. Oh, see what the Spirit's done. Keep your lamp trimmed and burning. Keep your lamp trimmed and burning. Keep your lamp trimmed and burning. See what the Spirit's done. Brother, don't you worry. Oh, brothers, don't you worry. My brothers, don't you worry. Just see what the Spirit's done. Sisters, keep on praying. Oh, sister, keep on praying. My sisters, keep on praying to see what the Spirit's done. Keep your lamp trimmed and burning. Keep your lamp trimmed and burning. Keep your lamp trimmed and burning. See what the Spirit's done. Well, you and I, we may not agree. You and I, we may not agree. You and I, we may not agree, Lord, but see what the Spirit's done. Keep your lamp trimmed and burning. Keep your lamp trimmed and burning. Keep your lamp trimmed and burning. See what the Spirit's done. Brothers, don't you worry. Brothers, don't you worry. My brothers, don't you worry. Come on and see what the Spirit's done. Hey, sisters, keep on praying. My sisters, keep on praying. Hey, sister, keep on praying. See what the Spirit's done. Keep your lamp trimmed and burning. Keep your lamp trimmed and burning. Keep your lamp trimmed and burning. See what the Spirit's done. Keep your lamp trimmed and burning. Keep your lamp trimmed and burning. Keep your lamp trimmed and burning. See what the Spirit's done. See what the Spirit's done. Come on and see what your Spirit has done. the first light came in, it was cold up north again, and the frost, it slowly thawed in the dawn. It takes a faithful breath to put a worried mind at rest, and still remember the narrow bridge they were on. Troubled times, you don't ease a worried mind. Troubled times, you stay behind. Troubled times, you don't ease a worried mind. Troubled times, just stay behind. It's not far from our homes, where the woods are turned to stones, and the feeling of the wonder is nearly gone. In the cracks of barren land, where the beauty grows unplanned, so we just keep to the narrow bridge we're on. Troubled times, you don't ease a worried mind. Troubled times, just stay behind. Troubled times, you don't ease a worried mind. Troubled times, just stay behind. Just stay behind. Just stay behind. Just stay behind. This world on the narrow bridge, cool long and cool low, from the lowland so low to high up on the ridge. Geshe saw a mel. I have walked this world on the narrow bridge, cool cool low, from the lowland so low to high up on the ridge. Geshe saw me. Now when the night returns again, brings quiet through the glen, in the still we hear the blackbirds call. In all these rivers you can see, in the moonlight through the trees, that the bridge was not so narrow after all. Troubled times, you don't ease a worried mind. Troubled times, just stay behind. Troubled times, you don't ease a worried mind. Troubled times, just stay behind, yeah. Troubled times, just stay behind.
That is Nefesh Mountain, live here at the Greene Space. Song called The Narrow Bridge, which was an original tune preceded by a great old blues classic, Keep Your Lamp Trimmed and Burning. Eric, whose version of that song did you guys, what's your go-to version of that?
The Tim O'Brien, Daryl Scott version. But that's too much foreshadowing because we're going to play a Tim O'Brien song later. So we're big Tim O'Brien fans. But that version,
Okay.
Tim and Daryl, I think the live one that they did at the Station Inn, maybe? Yeah.
I mean, I know it goes all the way back to Blind Willie Johnson. It will forever and always be a Reverend Gary Davis tune to me. But what a wonderful song. Donnie, what does the name Nefesh refer to in Nefesh Mountain?
Nefesh means soul in Hebrew.
Okay.
Spirit.
And presumably you were Jewish before you became bluegrass musicians. So the combination, you know, bluegrass has gospel in its roots. And you've occasionally sung in Hebrew, you know, it's Hanukkah, so there are some songs in your set that deal with light and lamps and all that kind of stuff. How did this sort of confluence of things come together for the two of you?
Oh, my turn?
Your turn, honey.
Thanks, wifey. Well, it all happened by accident. The two of us have been huge bluegrass fans and players forever, but we didn't quite think to do it to infuse something Jewish in it until we met and we fell in love. So it's kind of a love story, and I think each of us has given us the courage to kind of get up and talk about always wearing the star, so to speak, on our chest, of always being outwardly and openly Jewish in a world that so many of my heroes, including bluegrass musicians, are Jewish. They just don't talk about it. And the question that we ask, I think, through our music is, what does it mean to be Jewish? Does it mean that we go to shul every weekend or Shabbat or day, or are we praying multiple times a day, or is it part of our genetics? Is it part of our makeup and our heritage and our history? And a lot of the band, what we've leaned into over the years is a lot more of this heritage and this tradition that we want to carry on. Like, it's Hanukkah right now. It's such a beautiful time, and it's not particularly a religious holiday. It's this holiday about miracles and hope. And we feel really proud to hold the torch, so to speak, for Jews. You know.
Well, it's also... It is also obviously a very dark time, so a festival of light seems particularly necessary at this point. You've been touring around. How have you been approaching playing this music at this time?
Well, to be totally honest, you know, October 7th happened, and we're musicians. We're not politicians. We're not historians. We're musicians. And so we just got, you know, taken in, by, you know, overwhelmed by the whole situation of the world, and thought, okay, what can we do? And so we decided we're going to go on a love and light tour. We're going to pack in as many dates as we possibly can. We're going to get our bus and our baby and our band, and we're just going to go play music, because that's the only thing we know how to do, and try to bring some love into the world. Mm-hmm. That's it.
I didn't see a baby in the back room. Is she out in the car somewhere or something?
Where is she?
Stop that, appearance. No, she's with Grandma and Grandpa.
Now, bluegrass, I mean, you guys have worked with some of the greats, Jerry Douglas and Sam Bush and people like that. But when you showed up here today with a piano and, you know, a full drum kit, I'm thinking, well, I'm really hard-pressed to think of a bluegrass band that has a piano in it. So it seems like, and already we've heard in your set, that the palette has widened. So what's that process been like?
Well, we love bluegrass, but and a lot of folks know us as a bluegrass band, and we still are. I think the core of the band is still rooted in very much bluegrass and the string band tradition. But we realized along the way we've never been traditional. We've always been breaking the rules, and a lot of the folks, we would go to the big bluegrass conventions and the festivals, and a lot of folks love us, and a lot of folks also look at us like, what are they doing? What's going on? So, you know, and so like we're just leaning into a lot of us. I have a jazz background, so I have a jazz background.
Well, what happened was that he started during COVID, started saying that he was missing the electric guitar, and we're home listening to tons of music and kind of bringing up every song we've ever known and loved. And he's like, you know what, I miss that electric guitar, and gosh, it would be cool to have some drums. And we then looked at each other, we're like, well, why not? And
It's your band.
it's,
There's
you
no
know,
one to say
we're
you
not taking
can't.
anything away from what we were. We're just adding.
Yeah.
So that's the deal.
Okay. It does make for a rather crowded stage here at the Greene Space, though.
That's it. No more drums.
Sorry, guys.
So it is Hanukkah, and while you guys do a lot of original material, your set is dotted with covers, including a song by Woody Guthrie. How did you find out that Woody Guthrie wrote Hanukkah songs?
Wow, I don't know where I found out, but somewhere I became aware of the Klezmatics album, which there's a
Happy Joyous Hanukkah.
Happy Joyous Hanukkah, where they did, and they were, I guess, commissioned with the Woody Guthrie Foundation and maybe Nora Guthrie. And then I did some digging, and I found all of these great, you know, Woody wrote many Hanukkah songs, and he sang some of them, he recorded some of them. Some of them he also, he didn't record, it's just the lyrics. So we've actually written some music along to his lyrics. In the style of, you know, what Wilco did with Billy Bragg, with the Mermaid Avenue stuff, which was so brilliant. And Woody obviously has this giant collection of songs. But Woody married a nice Jewish girl, and they lived out famously on Mermaid Avenue in Coney Island. And
From a pretty prominent Jewish family here in New York, too.
I mean, look who I'm standing next to. Maybe you should tell.
No.
No, seriously.
I can get us lost in any number of weeds anywhere along the way.
Me
so
too. But his mother-in-law was a Yiddish poet. Eliza Greenblatt.
Yes.
And apparently they lived across the street from one another. So in my head, it's sort of like they had like an Everybody Loves Raymond thing going on. So they would share stories and they would argue about writing and poetry and stuff like that in a really, so I can't imagine, it's really amazing to know that he had this really profound pull to the Jewish people and to the Jewish story, and Hanukkah in particular is this miracle holiday, you know.
And so, you know, for all the great songs of Woody Guthrie that we know, there are hundreds of others that, as you say, he never set to music that we know of. And so Nora Guthrie would distribute these songs to the Klezmatics, to Wilco, to an East German clown / performance artist. I mean, she got around with these songs. Tell us about the one you're about to do.
This is actually Willow's favorite song. It's called Hanukkah Dance. And it's just the most cheerful, sweet, innocent.
That's how it starts.
The lyrics just make me smile, and I think you'll enjoy.
Okay, and then a couple of originals in the same vein, or you know, how closely do we hew to holiday stuff? This close? I mean, we are in the midst of the holiday.
We're gonna get pretty holiday-ish towards the end of this little set. We're gonna dance a little with the Woody, then we're gonna get really dark for a minute because you can't have light without the dark.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna pick it back up, and then we'll talk again. I'm liking talking, so it's nice to not play guitar for a second. But I guess I have to play now.
All right, you've been warned. Nefesh Mountain, live from the Greene Space.
Tip-a-tap-toe, happy Hanukkah round you go. My little life got on your toes. Happy Hanukkah, and around you go. Clap your hands, happy Hanukkah, clap your hands. My little sugar pie on your toes. Happy Hanukkah, and around you go. jump, jump high. My little light got on your toes. Happy Hanukkah, and around you go. Run real fast. Happy Hanukkah, runny, run, run. My little sugar pie on your toes. Happy Hanukkah, and around you go. Tiptoe, happy Hanukkah, round you go. My little Hanukkah on your toes. Happy Hanukkah, and around you go. Happy Hanukkah, round you go. My little Hanukkah on your toes. Happy Hanukkah, tiptoe. Happy Hanukkah, round you go. My little Hanukkah on your toes. Tiptoe. Around you go, my little Hanukkah on your toe.
Thank you, friends, for being here. This next song is truly an important song for us to share on all of these stages that we play on all over the country and in the world. The last album that we came out with, called Songs for the Sparrows, was inspired by a trip that Eric and I took with our 2 older kids and my mother. We went on a roots trip to Eastern Europe, and we went back to the town that my ancestors were from. And it turns out I'm from Ukraine. So we went to Ukraine and we visited the town, and then we saw the forest outside of the town where we believe many of my ancestors were shot. And while we were there, we discovered Eric's family was from the Carpathian Mountains, which is 6 hours south. And through the help of a cousin, we were able to locate the cemetery where Eric's great-grandfather was buried. But of course, this cemetery had been completely destroyed, as did everything for Jews back then during World War II. Every house, every home, every business, every synagogue, hundreds and hundreds of synagogues, every person, everything, every cemetery. So we spent hours trying to find little evidence of Eric's great-grandfather's grave, like little corner of a stone or something, and we never found it. But something very strange happened while we were there. We looked up in the sky, and there were all of these little birds flying above us, these tiny little sparrows, felt like thousands of them or something. And when we got home, we're trying to understand this trip and make sense of it all and all of this hate, and we just kept thinking about those sparrows. And we thought, well, what if those sparrows were our ancestors? And then we thought, well, what if the sparrow, a bird that lives all over the world, what if the sparrow is anyone in the world who's being discriminated against and hated for just being themselves? And with all of this hate that we're seeing, we wanted to dedicate this song, this tour, this night, everything that we are to the sparrows. to every single sparrow in this world, and there are many. So this is a sparrow song, and we offer it as a song of love and hope in a complicated world.
Oh, little bird, I hear your song. You've been overlooked for far too long. We've met before on the ancient road, and we share a tale and a pain, both new and old.
Da-da-dum, 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 da-da-dum. They say you're small, not worth a thing, but I know the truth, I've heard you sing. And face to face, I felt it too, when they see themselves and their hate, but they don't see you. And so we sing a sparrow song for those who were told they don't belong. A call of love for the days gone wrong. Don't fear, little bird, just fly, fly on. Forged on ahead, but held back your tears, while you'd abide by the hawks and crows, because you believe in the dream we all should have a home. And so we sing a sparrow song for those who were told they don't belong. A call of love for the days gone wrong. Don't fear, little bird, just fly, fly on. שם ליבי אל הלא נודע עם קולי, הצעיר נשמתי ניצרת, שירי הג'ורים בימים רחוקים.
Little bird, I hear your song. You've been overlooked for far too long. We've met before on the ancient road, and we share a tale and a pain, both new and old. And so we sing a sparrow's song for those who were told they don't belong. A call of love for the days gone wrong. To feel little bird just fly, fly on.
Okay, should we cheer up? Okay. It's Hanukkah.
Let the skies rejoice and sing a new song, and the earth dance with thee. Let the oceans give a mighty roar, so their waves will echo through the trees. So their waves will echo through the trees, yeah. We're all given times of grief and woe, and times to hum a somber tune. Right now, just sing out, trust and let go, and raise your voice up to the moon. Let the skies rejoice and sing a new song, and the earth dance with thee. Let the oceans give a mighty roar. So their waves will echo through the trees. So their waves will echo through the trees. Well, we're all given roads that are free and clear, and roads that may reach dead ends. But right now, you're just on that one that brought you here. So embrace whatever's round the bend. Let the skies rejoice and sing a new song, and the earth dance with thee. Let the oceans give a mighty roar. So their waves will echo through the trees. So their waves will echo through the trees, yeah. Rejoice and sing a new song, and the earth dance with thee. Let the oceans give a mighty roar. So their waves will echo through the trees. So their waves will echo through the trees.
Y'all, that's Ben Plotnick on the fiddle. Coming to you all the way from Nashville, Tennessee. Yeah, man. From Baltimore, that's Maddie Whitler, everyone, on the mandolin. From Brooklyn, New York, that's Danny Fox on the keys, everybody. Also from Brooklyn, Eric Alvar on the bass. And behind me, the wonderful and magical and majestic and whimsical and beautiful David Berger on the drums. So we started teasing Hanukkah stuff. Had to be done. Let's tease some more. This is less of a tease and more of a song. But we're going to play this Hanukkah song, but we're also going to play a Wilco tune for you. This actually comes out on Friday. It's part of a new album that we have coming out called The Cabin Sessions. And as Donnie said earlier, we picked a bunch of tunes that are on in the house all the time. And this, the Wilco album, Sky Blue Sky, has always meant a lot to me. And this song is about being yourself. And that's kind of what we've always had to do.
And it's about light.
Oh, yeah, I forgot that part.
It's called What Light?
It's called What Light. And
how perfect for Hanukkah.
Jeff Tweedy, thanks for writing a beautiful song.
Hanukkah song.
Y'all say hi to Danny Fox again on the keys. Singing a song and want other people to sing along, we'll just sing what you feel. Don't let anyone say it's wrong. And if you're trying to paint a picture but not sure which colors belong, just paint what you see and don't let anyone say it's wrong. Strung out like a kite, stung awake in the night. It's alright to be frightened, cause there's a light. One light. There's a light. One light. There's a light. One light in
inside of you. If you think you might need somebody to pick you up when you're dry, don't lose sight of yourself. Don't let anyone change your back. And if the whole world's singing your songs and all your paintings they've been hung, just remember what was yours is now everyone's from now on. That's not wrong or right. You can struggle with it all your life. You'll only get uptight, 'cause there's a light, one light. There's a light, one light. There's a light, one light. There's a light, one light inside of you. There's a light, one light. 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 Hey, there's a light, one light. And there's a light, one light. And there's a light, one light. And there's a light, one light. Inside of you.
That really, really works. That Moutsor going into the Wilco song, What Light? Just the way he intended it, or would have intended it if he'd thought of it. So, I wanted to ask this question anyway, but hearing that part of your set just makes it all the more pressing. When I started hearing Nefesh Mountain songs, the surprise wasn't so much that, Donnie, you'd suddenly be singing in Hebrew. The surprise would be that it took me a few seconds to realize it, because it sat so comfortably in the music. And, to hear Maddie, toss off dreidel, dreidel, dreidel in the middle of the breakdown, again, it was by, and there was like, oh, wait a minute, what was that? It seems like this music is so hospitable to what you're trying to do, to assert Jewish themes, Jewish identity in the bluegrass context. What was it like for the two of you when you started? Were there early disasters and train wrecks, or was this just something that worked from day one?
Me, you, go.
I know this might sound corny, but we're just always coming from a place of truth, and we're just singing the stuff we love, and we're singing about what we love, and it just comes out. We don't have rules. Clearly, we're just trying to do something real.
Well, it's also at its core.
I guess that means it is a train wreck, and it's sometimes great. It's life.
I can't tell anymore what a train wreck. Sometimes some gigs feel like a train wreck, and people like them. I can't tell anymore. I know I'm not the person to make that call, but ultimately we started. It's folk music. At the core of the band, all the instruments, and forget electrics and pedals and cables and all this stuff. It's folk music, and storytelling is really what we're all trying to do, and get out of ourselves, get out of our ego, and our own stories. So even while, Donnie and I, this whole band, we've written a lot of the music, we want to be able to throw in things that feel organic and genuine. The one thing that we decided we'd never do from the start is just do kind of mashups, like play a Jewish prayer set to, Old Home Place or something like that, like a great bluegrass song. We always wanted to come at it from our own perspective and write our own material and interpret things the way we felt like we could do justice by.
And how long has this been going on? How long is this musical journey? How long have you been? When did you start on this project?
Almost 10 years now. 2014 is when we started. Yeah.
And there is a new record coming out on Friday. And Donnie, when you say that it's like music playing around the house, what does that mean? What kind of music have your kids grown up hearing their parents playing in the house?
Our kids love us, but also hate us.
That's kind of their
that's how
job.
It works, right?
Yeah.
No.
They hate Will the Circle Be Unbroken. They can't hear that song.
We go through so much music, so it's hard. It's like someone asking you. Music is everywhere. There's instruments now. There's pedals. It's a lot. Our daughter's first words, one of her first words was guitar, but she said tar. So they're everywhere. We have instruments and music everywhere, all over the place.
That's great for kids as long as they don't feel like it's being rammed down their throat, and then you're right. My kids grew up with lullabies that went from Peter Gabriel to Gary Davis, it was just insane, the set list that Dad would play for them at bedtime. And I probably shouldn't be saying that in public, but
we can assume that there's a great playlist going on for bedtime.
So how is that reflected in what's coming out on Friday?
Well, so
your playlist, not mine.
Right.
That would be weird.
On this album, yeah. We did your playlist.
That would be so weird.
No, what we have on in the house is what a lot of folks have on. I have my own thing, but not everyone likes to listen to what I like to listen to all the time. But so we have the Beatles and Paul Simon and Wilco and Tim O'Brien's on a lot. Sam Bush has been on in heavy rotation, and the kids have heard all this stuff and their music too for a long time. we had the Broadway cast of Aladdin on when we did the dishes.
Our older daughter went through a Weird Al stage.
Oh, Weird Al's always
We've
on.
kind of had the range. I mean, it's all
Okay.
fair game.
All right. You know, Weird Al, someone who has made his way, you know, with finding a hospitable way of doing crazy stuff with popular music. Not too dissimilar from what you have done over these past 10 years.
I think he's the most similar artist to us.
You're welcome. Now, you've mentioned Tim
honestly,
O'Brien several times, and he starts off this final part of your set. Although, this is kind of a medley slash mashup, isn't it, this next song?
Indeed. So we're going to play this beautiful Tim O'Brien song called More Love. And you'll hear the words, and they're perfect for right now. He's one of the, he's still very much making very relevant music. He's one of the greatest, and he will go down as one of our time's greatest songwriters, especially in the bluegrass Americana world,
Right.
as you know. Anyway, so we're gonna do the Tim song more or less true to form, and then we're gonna transition into another song also called More Love, written by the great Victor Wooten.
Who was the bass player in
for
Bela Fleck's band, the Flecktones, for many.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's important clarification for
Yeah.
folks, yeah. And so these are albums. Another one, Live Art by the Flecktones, has been on in the house always and in my ears forever. And this is one of the songs that you'll hear it, and maybe you'll sing along with us. Would y'all like to sing a little bit? The word is just love, so we just repeat it a lot.
We're kind of hoping for like a love meditation moment amongst all of us. So if you'll join us in singing it, it would be really beautiful.
All right, I'm out of here then. Nefesh Mountain, live from the Greene Space.
That's also how this one starts.
So close to you, baby, but I'm so far away. There's a silence between us, and there's so much to say. You're my strength, you're my weakness, you're my faith, you're my doubt. Gotta meet in the middle to work this thing out. More love, I can hear our hearts crying. More love, I know that's all we need. More love, to flow in between us. Take us and hold us and lift us above. If there's ever an answer, it's more love. We're afraid to be idle, so we fill up the days, running on the treadmill and slaving away, till there's no time for talking about trouble in mind, and the doors are all closed between your heart and mine. More love, I can hear our hearts crying. More love, I know that's all we need. More love, to flow in between us, take us and hold us and lift us above. If there's ever an answer, it's more love. Just look out around you, people fighting their wars. They think they'll be happy if they settle the scores. So let's lay down our weapons that hold us apart. Be still for just a minute, try to open our hearts. More love, I can hear our hearts
crying more love. I know that's all we need, more love to flow in between us, take us and hold us and lift us, save us. If there's ever an answer,
If there's ever an answer,
it's more love. This is your part. La la love, 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 la la love. Everybody, let's do this. Love, la la 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 love.
Got just a couple more. I want to thank you all so much for having us at the Greene Space. This is awesome. Really, thanks for having us out.
And thank you to All Arts for presenting this show with us. We love you all. All Arts is the best.
So we're going to sing a song here that was inspired by our older daughter, Millie, and when she was very little. Now she's older. She's 20, almost 20. We're not going to talk about that. When she was like 3, there was a story. She's my stepdaughter, so I actually didn't know her yet. She was just 3. Donnie, they were driving up near like the Tappan Zee or something. You were driving, and Millie's in the back seat, and she's looking out the window, and she's in the car seat. Bright, big blue sky, and there's clouds. And she says, "Mommy, I think everyone in the world has a little piece of the sun in them." Oh. That's exactly the awe I wanted to hear. So she says this, and we're telling this story. And somehow this came up, and we were on the radio in Nashville, and there was, you told the story, and the host goes, honey, if that's not a song, I don't know what is. So thanks to Devin O'Day, thanks Devin, we wrote this song. It's called Piece of the Sun, and as we were writing this, you'll hear the narrative. It starts out with this scene of Donnie and Millie, and but another young female protagonist had to make her way in. It dawned on us, and of course her name was Anne Frank. And we've dedicated this song to Anne Frank on the record, and this is a song ultimately of hope and of joy and in rejoicing in the life that we have, even in the darkest times. How did a little girl who should by all rights just be scared out of her mind think that all people still maybe are good? And right now we live in this world where we see so much hate across the board on both sides of the aisle, both sides of the argument. You know, we're not up here to take a specific stand or say anything except that our hearts are bleeding for so many people who are in trouble, who've died. And I'm going to choose to still believe that people are good and that we can all get through this.
I don't understand any of this hate, but I'll tell you that we've been on this tour, and there is so much love. That is true. There is love. I don't understand the other stuff, but this is real. And I just have to hold on to that, because this truly is real. Love truly is real, and there is goodness. I know it. I feel it.
So this one goes out to Anne Frank and everyone who needs some light. This is called Piece of the Sun.
When you were young, eyes wide and clear, without this big old world to fear, you held my hand, asked Mama why do we love and feel so much inside? I said, now honey, what do you mean? You said, I think I had a dream. I could feel the fire in everyone and knew they had a piece of the sun. Way back in 1943, she lived inside her diary, in days beneath the darkest skies, with a burning ember deep inside. She writes to grieve but not despair, for adventure lives inside our prayers. And while our hearts beat like a drum, they'll always have a piece of the sun. So flicker on and glow through the night until the dawn. I believe you were right all along, my little one. She sat and wrote it all by hand as shots rang through the Netherlands, and fear came knocking every day, but her spirit kept it far away. When there is hope, then there is life. We'll always have our days of strife. Don't wait until the battle's won. Shine on your flame, your piece of the sun. So flicker on and go through the night till the dawn. I believe you were right all along, my little one, my little one. Daughter dear, you're at an age when questions go beyond the page. When I was young and lost at sea, your grandma gave this book to me. It's all in here, but I can't explain why history has so much pain. But just as every new day comes, so does our flame, our piece of the sun. So flicker on and glow through the night until the dawn. I believe you were right all along, my little one. Just glow through the night until the dawn. I believe you were right all along. Can't you see that your light was never gone, my little one? It is the sun. It is the sun.
It is the sun.
It is the sun. It is the sun.
Nefesh Mountain. A song called Piece of the Sun. Eric introduced most but not all of the band, so let me finish the job. Donnie Zasloff on vocals. And Eric Lindbergh on vocals, guitar, and banjo. This event is a collaboration between WNYC and All Arts, and if you're not familiar with All Arts, here in New York, you can watch All Arts TV. It's broadcast 24/7 in the New York area, but there's also the All Arts app, and they're on all the usual social media places. You should check out their website, allarts.org, to find out all the many places you can see them and to find out all the many things that they do. So Donnie, Eric, great set, full of surprises. What do you do for an encore? Literally.
How about some Allman Brothers?
All right. Nefesh Mountain.
Can you feel it? Love is everywhere. People, can you hear it? Song is in the air. We're in a revolution. Don't you know we're right? When everyone is singing, everywhere. People, can you hear it? The song is in the air. We're in a revolution. Don't you know we're right? When everyone is singing, there'll be no one left to fight. Oh no, people, can you feel it? Love is everywhere. People, can you feel it? Come on, love is everywhere. People, can you feel it? Love is everywhere. People, can you feel it? Love is everywhere. People, can you feel it?
Love is everywhere.
It's everywhere.
Can you feel it?
Oh, love,
People,
love,
can you
love,
feel it? Love is everywhere. People, can you feel it? Love is everywhere. People, can you feel it?
Love is everywhere.
People, can you feel it?
Love is everywhere.
Hey, people, can you feel it? Love is everywhere. People, can you feel it? Love is everywhere.
Love is everywhere. Love is everywhere. Love is everywhere. Love is everywhere. Love is everywhere.
Love is everywhere.
One more time, I just want to say their names. That's Danny Fox playing the keys for you. Ben Plotnick, Eric Alvar, David Berger, Maddie Whitler, my beautiful wife, Donnie Zaslav, singing her heart out.
My
Thanks
beloved,
a
my
lot.
soulmate, Mr. Eric Lindbergh. And happy Hanukkah! Happy
Happy Hanukkah.
holidays!